Good evening, everybody. This is Vonda Evans, and let's check in and see where we're coming from. Okay, we'll see what's going on. Let's see if we can check in. Okay, all right. Let's see who's coming in. Let's see comments. Okay, when you come in, tell me where you're from. Okay, we got two people. Okay, we're coming in. I can't see. Okay. Hey, Ridgely Hudson, Bernard Williams, good evening. Darren Boone, New Jersey. Detroit, Wrigley Hudson. Miguel, Detroit. What's up, Miguel? Julia Thompson, hello. Miss Hammond, Memphis, Tennessee. Triplet, hello. Bernard, William, Chicago. TT Berry, Texas. Yolanda Baker, Detroit. Michael Day, New Jersey. Sheila Groves, God bless you, God bless you. Cynthia Lopez from San Antonio. Tasha Thomas from Atlanta. Hello from New Orleans. Ollie Hubbard from California. Ellie Wychie, is this live now? Yep. Hello from Cincy. Ken Frederick. Catherine Thompson. Dr. Keem Stovall from Philly in the house. Peter, how often do you do this? Probably once a week. Diane Thompson from San Francisco. Sandra Lloyd, God bless you, God bless you. Boomac, hello, my friend. Hello, sir. Tony Wilson from Alabama. Sky from Toledo. Glenda White from Alabama. Linda Drew from California. Phyllis Phyllis Salazar from Los Angeles. Vaughn Foreman, hello. Oh, thank you, Hubbard, Mr. Hubbard, my skin. Okay, Wrigley, they coming in. I see them. Almira Nevels, good evening from Detroit. Kelly Kell from Houston, Texas. Okay. Curtis, Judge Me. Hello, Judge Bell from Detroit. Joyful Cheryl from Pennsylvania. Carol from Fort Lauderdale. Luella from Trinidad. Okay. Randy from Louisiana. Emma from Denver, Colorado. Belinda from Virginia. Sweet Honey Tea from Detroit. Pat Miller from Louisville, Mississippi. Willie Ware. Okay, you like, congratulations on your show. Thank you. Lisa Baker from Edison, New Jersey. Kathy Jones from Phoenix. Shay Reynolds from Connecticut. Vaughn Foreman from Maryland. Diane Moss from Huntsville, Alabama. Lita Wright, hello. Hey, girl. We Canada. Lewis Brown from Canada. Love you too. Facebook user from Oklahoma. Lisa from Tennessee. Wendy from Guyana. Oh, hey, girl. Rochelle, you're glowing tonight. Thank you. Barry, congrats. Judy Chandler from Barbados. Chantel Green from North Carolina. Lori West from Tennessee. Glenda Brown from Baltimore, Maryland. Good evening from Chicago, Facebook user. Okay, Teresa from Atlanta in the house. Dion Alexander, good night from New York. Beautiful city. Leela Dewey from Detroit, we love you too. Hakima Winston. Good evening from Arkansas, Little Rock, Angela Perkins. Okay. Judge Bond, to speak a good godly husband soon to come a divine spouse for you. I received that, sweet honey tea. Deb Monroe, hello. Baltimore, Maryland is on fire. We definitely need to keep them in prayer. Yes, we do. Tanaviki from Georgia. Okay. Catherine Jones from Pensacola, Florida. Okay, so listen, it's we gonna just keep you briefly, not gonna be talking too long. So here's the situation. I was discussing this earlier, and we were talking about Joyce Hill from Covington, Georgia, and we were talking about Charles and Camilla, and we are talking about dating a whale. How do you define a whale? Well, I define a whale simply as this: someone who has a lot financially. They may have notoriety. They're someone who we consider to be very prosperous. And normally, when you have women that are interested in men like that, they are just outdone by the physical things that they have. I mean, take a look at P. Diddy. I mean, he's got boats, yachts, flying women all over the world, everything. So these are people that are considered to be very well off. Well, in this situation, when we're dealing with King Charles, who is now the king, it was simple. He met a woman and she was fun. Not that gorgeous, but just a fun person, easy to be around, etc. Well, according to, the news, etc., his father said, listen, she is not the kind of woman that you want to marry. She's the kind of woman you have fun with. And they were born and bred to put the crown first. That is what they did. The crown was their life. Queen Elizabeth was the head of the church. She's the head of in England and Canada and all of their provinces. So they were taught very, very early that you had to put the crown first. Centuries in belief of that. So he's like, well, I love this woman. The father was like, I understand, son, but what's love got to do with this? We need you to marry someone who can give you children and who is unblemished. And so what they did was he ended up marrying Diana. It was what his family wanted. It was not what he wanted. Warning sign number one. It's okay to want your family to be happy. But at the end of the day, you're the one who has to be in the relationship with that person. The challenge here is simple. As a parent, many of you all are parents. You know what your child needs more than they do. They think, oh, I want somebody exciting, somebody beautiful, somebody sexy. But you know how they're made up. You know their insecurities. You know their shortcomings. You know what they need to balance them off. But we don't want to listen to that. We want to listen to our mind. But at that point, our mind is very immature. What you thought was a good date or good match at 20 is different when you're 40, and it's different when you're 60. Because what you understand is that compatibility is everything. Looks will fade. Don't look for somebody who's going to be this beautiful now. Looks will fade. You want compatibility. You want compatibility, not just that you make me laugh, but here's a person that you want to look at to say, do we have the same values? Do we have the same belief system? Do you believe in God? I believe in God. If you are a Muslim, do you believe in Allah? You need someone who has the same belief. If you a hard worker, you want somebody that's a hard worker. But if you decide I want to have children, you want somebody to say, listen, I'm not going to diminish your role. The fact that you want to have children, you want a good provider if you're a woman. If you're a man, you want somebody who is going to clean your house, who is going to take care of your children, who doesn't want to be out drinking and having fun and all of that. Those are things you don't want. But you have to be mature enough to accept that. Because what happens when you're young, you believe it's what's good to you is good for you. That's not. Too much sugar make you sick. You have to have balance. We don't recognize that when we're young. When we're young, we're looking for somebody who may have a nice shape, a man have a nice body, man that got a nice car, etc., etc. But we're not looking at the value system. Okay? We're not looking at what is your value system. Nice car, nice shape, that's wonderful. What's your value system? Well, why is that important? Life is going to bring problems. And if you do not have somebody that will pray with you, that will help you to solve them. Recently, I met a woman and she said that she had been married for 20 years. But when she got sick, her husband abandoned her because he didn't want that responsibility. And here she believed, well, we're married, we got children. I know you would not forsake me. But she knew that he was not a person that can handle problems well. So as a result, he ended up abandoning her when she really needed him during her illness. Luckily, she survived. She said, but it was a learning lesson. I was attracted to him because he was very charming. He had a good family background, but I knew that when problems came up, he would shriek back and want me to solve them. So if something happened with his mom, his sister, he would go missing emotionally. She had to step in. She had to handle everything. Once everything was back to normal, he could resume the responsibility. But when she got sick, he couldn't handle it. It was way too much for him. And what did he do? He did what he did traditionally, and he ran from problems. You don't want a person like that. You want a person, well, how will you know? Simple. In the dating phase, you have to look at how this person handles tragedies. If their grandma dies and they just check out, they're not emotionally able to assist the family, they go missing, they're a runner. That's not somebody you need because inevitably you will have those challenges. Many times you'll find that when people marry and they may have a child with special needs, it's a deal breaker. That person, that man or that woman may say, I can't handle a child with special needs. I can't do that. It's way too much. And so as a result, they will abandon you. That needs to be a conversation that you have, that you see. Is this person stable enough to assist in the times of trouble? And if they're not, that person is not for you. If they are a runner, now they may be the best provider financially, but they're a runner emotionally. They can't handle nothing emotional. So what happens is that they then put the pressure on you. And so all of a sudden, you like, okay, I handle it. I figure it out. But it becomes overwhelming. And so many times when you have people who may get sick or have a child with special needs, that person, you see who you really dealing with. They're like, I can't do this. I just can't. You have to realize this is not a person for me. And although you may be good in other areas, you're just not good for me. And we can be friends, but we can't be anything more. But when you're young, you think everything is going to be perfect, wonderful. And you don't look at the warning signs in a dating relationship. But as you get older, say for instance, you get to be 40, 50 years old, the big stomach or the short hair, the bald head, that doesn't bother you. You want to know, are you stable? Have you been in a long-term committed relationship? Are you able to commit? Are you able to show up emotionally and mentally? Can you show up? So let's get back to this. So when Charles basically said, well, listen, I can't be with you, she was like, cool. Carmela was like, all right, thank you. I had a wonderful time, but I'm going to go on with my life. The one thing a man who has everything cannot handle is rejection. He cannot handle it because no one is running from him, they're running to him. And we're just using a man in this situation. If you are a whale, somebody who has prospered, people run to you, they don't run from you. So that becomes intriguing. Well, wait a minute. You mean to tell me you okay with that? Yeah, I'm fine. See you, bye. Life goes on. So all the while, this has placed a seed in his head like, I want that. I want that. She went on, married, had her children, didn't bother that man. He kept saying, I love you. Now I got him. She was like, well, I'm sorry, I'm not available. But I don't want to take that chance that that man may leave, so I'm going to cleave to him. Anything you hold tight, you're going to suffocate. I don't care if it's your job. I don't care if it's a relate. If you hold it tight, you're going to suffocate it. You got to let it go. If it's meant to be, it's going to happen. So years go by. And then he finally says, you know what? You're right. I'm going to marry. But he's marrying, but he's still in love with this woman. And let me tell you something. There's an old record that says trying to love too just ain't easy to do. You are caught in a relationship between two people. You love what a person may provide you, but you love the other person individually. So I love Johnny because he fun and he like to hang and we go do things. But I like Phil. I love him because he's stable and he's a provider. You torn. The Bible says a divided house cannot stand. If your mind is not for that person and you torn, you need to go where your mind is. I remember many years ago, I had dated a gentleman, and his girlfriend would leave. Every year she'd leave for the summer, and every fall she'd come back. And we dated in the summer, it was wonderful. And then when she came back, he said, I don't know what to do. I said, baby, hold on for a minute. I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. I'm leaving up out of here. Because if you have to question what you need to do, then I don't need to be with you. Bottom line, I'm gonna make it easy for you, honey. You ain't gotta worry about me. See you. Bye. I'm gone. I don't know what happened to him, whatever. That's on him. But trying to beg somebody, don't do this. I could have pointed out to him, damn, every year she do this to you. Aren't you tired? But obviously he was not, because he brought it to my attention. He wanted me to somehow solve the situation or potentially beg him to be in my life. I wasn't going to do it because I knew that there was a pattern in his life that this woman would jilt him and come back. When you see you involved with somebody, Cynthia Moore, she dating somebody, and he said, you know, my ex, she calling. Okay. You know, my ex came by my mama house. My question is, why are you bringing this woman to me when we're in a relationship? Either two things: you want to get back with her, and or you trying to make me jealous. Well, let me say this to you: you're not making me jealous, because let me tell you something. Anything that you say that's on your mind, it's in your heart, you go on here with that. But I'm not going to play that game. It's called triangulation. A triangle. See? At the top is the man, and on the sides are the two women. You're not going to play that. You're going to have to be man enough to say, babe, I'm in a new relationship. It's funny you call, but, I'm just not with that. But you're not going to tell me every week, she done call, she texts, she sent me some flowers. So guess what? You go ahead and deal with that. You go ahead and deal with that particular situation. Okay. I'm not going to be bothered with it, because you're man enough, you should be, to handle that. I should not have to help you make that decision, nor will I. So you need to go ahead and catch up with your crew. So follow along. He decides to marry this woman. But prior to the marriage, Camilla playing with him. She said, I'm going to give you some cufflinks. I want you to wear them when you get married. Diana discovers this and said, who gave you them cufflinks? And he uses a name like Chucky. It was that name engraved. She said, did Camilla get this to you? He said, yes. She said, you going to wear these? Oh, no, I'm not, but ended up wearing them. Basically, what she was saying was, if I can't be with you, I'm going to symbolize something it is. I'm going to give you a necklace. I'm going to give you some earrings. And if you accept them and you incorporate them in your marriage, that person got your mind. You're supposed to say, you know what? Honestly, really, I can't accept that. I'm sorry. You have to draw the line. He didn't. After they had this elaborate wedding, the wedding of the century, that people in my age group, we looked and we marveled. Like, wow, she got to be the luckiest girl in the world. But let me tell you what she was doing. She was living a nightmare. And some of you all know what I'm talking about. Everything looked rosy on the outside. They posting how they in love and they taking them exotic trips, and all hell breaking out in the house. Man ain't where he's supposed to be. Woman ain't where she's supposed to be. But they posted up on Facebook or social media. They all in love, and you sitting up there, and your man is acting right, and you comparing him to this man on social media, because you say, well, baby, why you can't take me on the trips? Why you can't take me fine dining? You don't know what they living and going through. No one knew that when they had this spectacular wedding, that this man was torn. It went on that she ended up bearing children. And this is what a young woman think. If I have him a baby, he ain't gonna cheat. I am not a study of the Quran or the Torah, but I know they're holy books. But I'm gonna say this to you. Bible, back in the Bible days, it ain't never kept a man then, ain't gonna keep a man now. A baby ain't gonna keep no man. If a man wanna go, a baby not gonna keep him. So the fact that you say, well, I'm gonna get pregnant and I'm gonna give you an heir, what that mean? Okay, fine. Next, because that woman is in his head. It's like a bad dream. It won't go away. So, yes, I got a son, and I thank you for that. And I may even really wanted to love you, but I can't because I'm torn. Not only did she have one child, she had another child. I'm going to keep having these babies. But you're having them for the wrong reason. You're having them thinking that you're going to keep your man there. Well, if I have them 2 or 3 kids, he going to stay. No, he's not. He's not going to stay. If a man wants to stray, he's going to stray. If a woman want to stray, a woman is going to stray. I don't care how many children she have. She put them babies down, and she going to go see that man across town and come back. That's what she going to do. A person is going to go where their mind is. Camilla looked all right. She ain't attractive. She all right. Diana was drop dead gorgeous. Beauty don't mean nothing. Her body was tight. Body don't mean nothing. She had him 2 children. That don't mean nothing. She gave him his virginity. That don't mean nothing. Because a whale is a man who's used to people giving things to, not taking things from. But all the time, what happened? What happened? Be honest with you. Camilla just playing in the background. It's so bad he buy a house 5 miles from her. So you know what she say? Game on, baby. Game on. They start meeting at the country club. Like, look, I'm sorry. I'm not leaving him. But I got one better for you. You know that's them rich people. Baby, we got it at the plant, in the law offices, at the post office, everywhere. Where a man has a wife and a side piece. And in his mind, he got 2 wives. He got a wife that he's legally married to, and he got a wife that's after his heart. And that man will provide for both of them women. I have known men who've been married 40 years and had a side woman for 30. They're not going to leave them women if they in love with them. But you know, she's not as smart as I am. Doesn't matter. She don't have a body like I do. Doesn't matter. If that man loves someone, he's going to go after both. Why? He's a hunter. A man has to be mature enough to say, baby, everything is that's good to you ain't good for you. You got to be mature enough to draw the line. With tears in your eyes, you have to be able to tell Bo Hookup, I wish we could have made it, but the timing was wrong. But I got a new man, and I'm going to commit to him. He gonna get it 100. I thank you, Bo Hookup. We had some good times, but that's over with. I gotta go on. Many men are childish, and they want their cake and eat it too. They want that woman, their wife. They want their wife, but they want that side woman too. They want both of them. And maturity says, damn, I want to be with you. But at some point, I got to do what's right for my family. You can be in a relationship. Let me tell you something. Listen to me. And you don't love that person. But you can grow to love the way that they treat you. The fact that they got dinner waiting for you. The fact that your children are clean. The fact that they take them to the church, to the mosque, to the synagogue. The fact that anything that come up in the house, they handle it. Maturity says, you ain't who I want to be with, but I'm gonna be with you because I'm gonna be mature. Same thing with ladies. Yeah, maybe, he's not dealing with, maybe he ain't got all of this, right? Maybe he ain't got this. Maybe, okay, maybe he got this. Okay, a little bit. What I'm saying to you is, stop letting sex dictate to you how to treat a man. Well, because he's physically endowed, you gonna give up a good man who prayed for you, who supports you financially, who is there for you emotionally. But Bo Hookup, all he want to do is give you some sex, and it's good. But sex don't pay the bills. Sex don't pay DTE. Sex don't put gas in your car. You gotta be mature about this and stop being childlike. And so what a lot of people do, they look at what's good to them, not good for them. And as a result, they gonna go after somebody they're emotionally connected to. And what happens? All hell break loose, okay? What do I mean? That person wasn't ready. They were playing games. See, for every snake is a mongoose. Mongoose kill snakes, and she was one. It got to be so bad that he told her, look, I gotta be with you. I gotta be with you. I don't care. I want a divorce. I gotta be with you. And the rest is history. That girl went through hell and back, Diana, to love somebody who I believe she knew did not love her, but she believed he would grow to love her. Baby, let that go. When you all date these men, you meet somebody, they got a couple houses, they got a good job, they got a boat, they got a car. Stop being so excited. Oh, he got this. Oh my God. You go out there with your stuff all, showing your bodies. A man is used to people running to him. How you get a well, you run from them. Oh, you want a date? Oh, unfortunately. What day? Tuesday. Dang. Tuesday night, I have bowling. Wednesday, I Bible study. How about Friday? I'm not available. Okay, well, look, let me know when you are. That's going to mess with his mind. That's going to mess with his mind. Okay? Okay? That's going to mess with his mind. Why? Because you have put the restraint. Okay. And let me say this to you. Southern girls, you got Christian values and you ready to set up success. Let me explain something to you. And Christian values and godly values is wonderful. Don't let no man run over you. Don't say, I ain't going to say nothing because if I be quiet, he going to like me. Baby, let me tell you something. If a man don't like you, he don't like you whether you don't say nothing, whether you quoting scriptures, whether you are putting his slippers on at the door, whether you keep a clean house. I don't care what. If he don't want to be with you, he not going to be with you. And he ain't going to treat you right. So stop throwing your pearls after swine. Well, I'm going to do all of these good things and that's going to make him love me. No, it's not. I keep a clean house, so he go lay up with somebody in a dirty house. He don't care because his mind is torn. So here's the situation. Your body here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town. Let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you have at it. There was a man, his name was John Lennon, many, many years ago. And he was married to a woman named Yoko Ono. Good evening, Tracy's sister Muhammad. He was married to a woman named Yoko Ono. And she was Asian. And he was just cheating his butt off. Just cheating. Going out, staying out. She said, honey, listen, we need to have a talk. Now, he paid. Millionaire back in the 70s and 80s. Millionaire, multimillionaire. She said, listen, I love you, but I can't live like this. So I'm going to pack your stuff and I'm going to let you go where your mind is. And you have a good time. He said for the first 3 months, any woman that moved, he was having sex with her. But about that fourth month, he wanted to come home because he was tired of eating candy every day. So he called. He said, "Can I come home?" She said, "No." She said, "I told you 1 year. You got to go." He said, "Please let me come back." She said, "Nope, you can't." When the year came, she said, "I need you to tell me what has changed about you to make me allow you to come back." And he indicated that he appreciated his family. He knew he was taking her for granted. He was being disrespectful to himself and to her. And he vowed, "I will never let that happen again." They was together till he died. He said he never stepped out. He said every time he looked at another woman, all he thought was, "I can't lose my woman." But she had to allow him to go where his mind is. What y'all doing? You on somebody's phone. I'm gonna have sex with him every day. I'm gonna follow him. Anything that you hold tight to, you're gonna suffocate. If you love something, you gotta let it go and let it make its own choice. And that's what Diana did. She said, "You know what? I'll mess around and lose 20 years into this relationship. You ain't gonna go nowhere. You're gonna keep cheating. I don't want that." And ultimately she did, but she ended up dying. But my point being to you ladies, there's nothing gonna change. Now follow along. I'm not saying divorce. If you are right with that and you can handle that, then you need to keep your butt right where it is. Because he not going nowhere. He going out here playing. A woman earlier told me, said she been married 30 years and her husband been cheating for 25. She can handle it. And they deal with it. Everybody's situation is different. I'm not saying, and I'm telling people, divorce your husband. Now, may I? If a man is beating you, if a man is verbally abusing you, if a man is putting you in danger, that's something different. You're doing it so that you can preserve your life. But if all he doing is cheating, paying the bills, handling his business with you, and you can handle it, I don't got no problem with that. Because I'm not your God of your relationship. And if you can look, that's cool. I'm with it. I'm with it 100. Because that's what you with. But I'm talking about the people who can't handle it. See, it ain't gonna get better. But you can get to a point where you say, "It just don't bother me." Listen, okay, you want out of town? Oh, okay. I packed your bag for you, baby. You have a good time. If you do that and you all right, that's okay. But there's some women who they can't handle it emotionally. So Diana was somewhere and she sees Camilla and she says, "Why are you dating my husband?" She said, "Look," she said, "Young lady, you have everything. You have children. You have a title. Enjoy your life. Stop worrying about us. Because we're going to be what we're going to be." You can't make another woman leave your man alone. That's not going to happen. You calling it her. Leave my man alone. Honey, all you doing is making a fool of yourself by doing that. Because she's not. And it's going to make that man cleave. What you got to do is say, "Listen, if you got to go, then you got to go." That's all. Simple. You have to do what's right for your state of mind. You cannot do what's right for your family. You got to do what's right for you. And if you up all night, you worrying about somebody, you follow them, you can't eat, you can't sleep, you think you're going to have a nervous breakdown, you done thought about trying to kill them or hurt them, then you can't handle that. And if you can't handle that, there's no reason in staying in a relationship that you can't handle. But if you okay with that, then do you. Because at the end of the day, you have to live in that situation. Okay? And Diana loved that man. But what I'm trying to let you know, like Rachel and Leah in the Bible, that was about 20, about 2,200 years ago. If a man don't want to be with you, you can't be him. It's not gonna work. I don't care if it's the royal family or it's Ray Ray. Everybody knows somebody who married and has had a long-term mistress. That's what they do. The wife accepted. She looked the other way. They go on family trips. And when he come up missing, he come up missing. And when he's in place, he's in place. But my point being to you, if you think it's going to get better, it's not. It's not going to get better because that's who that person is. They're selfish. If it's a woman, she's selfish. If it's a man, they're selfish. And at some point, you have to say, what's good for me? But I don't want to be alone. Well, either you're going to stay in a relationship and have that man and he coming up missing or woman, or you're going to have to be alone. But you can't make a person change that's unwilling to change. And so as a result, now they married. But you got to stop chasing after these men. You make a man, look, well, I'm not available. Let me tell you something. I had a girlfriend, and she met a man who was very prominent. And he came over to her table. And he said, may I sit here? She says, hi, pull up in the Rolls Royce. She said, well, I'm talking to my friend, but sure. He had 2 phones on him. She said, but you can't come to my table with those 2 phones. So he said, what? Do you know who I am? She said, sir, I don't, but it really doesn't matter because you can't come here with 2 phones. Knowing that he was probably something important or somebody important or whatever, got 2 phones, got a Rolls Royce. She said she didn't think no more about it. 30 minutes later, he said, I don't have those phones. Can I sit down with you? She said, sure. They laughed, they joked. At the end of the evening, he said, can I have your phone number? She said, absolutely not. I'm in a committed relationship. I'm just not there. 2 months later, her phone ring is him. What do I mean? That man pursued her. She asked him why. He said, no woman has ever rejected me. She said, huh? He said, I can see a woman and I tell them who I am. They're ready to have sex with me that same night. Why? Because they're in love with the things I have. They love my Rolls Royce. They love my Ferrari. They love the mansions that I have. And so as a result, I can ask them to do whatever it is, and they'll be willing to do it because they just want to be in a number. And I may like them, but after a while, I'm going to tire of them because they're not challenging my manhood. They beautiful, young, bad women, but all they're offering me is sex. And there's more to me than that. That's why an older woman who got her head on right, let me tell you something. You can conquer the world, but you got to believe that. Oh, I got a fat stomach. I had contemplated having some surgery because my stomach, I gained a lot of weight after the pandemic. And as a result, I lost a lot of weight. I've been exercising. Ladies, when I tell you, I walk 2 miles a day for my head, for my head, for my head. I have to do it. I have to. I do. And as a result, the weight started coming off. But let me tell you what, I made a decision. I still got a fat stomach, and I'm not having a surgery. I can afford it, absolutely. But that stomach reminds me that I'm an older woman. That stomach, the big girl, I got big tummy. So you can see it more. Okay. It reminds me I'm an older woman. This is my golden pond. This is my belly. I love the belly. And I'm not getting rid of it. Because my feeling is this. Hey, I'm more of a woman than most men can handle. It ain't got nothing to do with no stomach, no legs, no butt. Let me tell you, my head game was right. Because I had to shut down, regroup, figure out what's important, figure out what was going on, and now I'm ready, locked and loaded. Sis, it ain't about what you look like. Look at Camilla. Look at Lady Di. Night and day. It ain't what you look like. I know plenty of women, okay? The man's side piece, they like, damn, you got a bad woman at home. Bob Bashir had Jane was beautiful. His side woman was not attractive. It ain't about beauty. It's about the fact that that woman got that man head. And how you get it, you can't always be available. You can't always, when they pick up, oh, hold up a minute. I got to get ready to go. Uh-oh, he want me to come over. Okay, I got to get over there. Okay, let me tell. Okay, all right. I got 15 minutes. I got to go now. I'll be right back. And I'm dropping what I'm doing in order to get in my car and go lay up at somebody's house, making it convenient for them. So what you do is you make it convenient for a man, and he does not appreciate that. A man wants a challenge because a man is a hunter. A hunter don't want something. A man, why do they go on safaris? They want to be able to hunt wild game, zebras, tigers, something that they can't get at home. So they go all the way to another country, pay thousands of dollars to hunt something that's different from what they got at home. Well, if a man thinks enough of doing that, thank you, Hannah Huntington. Someone needs to hear that so bad. I need to share. Follow along. If a man will pay 20,000, I got something for you. Ready? The bigger the game, the more you pay. So if you want to hunt a tiger, that's 30,000. But if you want to hunt a lion, that's 50,000. If you want to hunt an elephant, that's 60,000. See, the bigger the game, the more money you spend. So what you got to realize is that these people go all the way to another country to hunt big game because they're hunters. If they're hunters, guess what? In their gaining life, they're hunters in their personal life. So what you got to be able to do is say, listen, follow along. You ready? Thank you, Linda Thurman. Your show's addictive. Listen. Man say, oh, I'm going to date Vaughn to give me a little old girl. And I'm going to give me a little young girl. Baby, let me tell you something. At the end of the day, we older ladies, we know how to talk to men. We need to know how to talk about politics. We know how to talk about religion. We know how to talk about nostalgia. We know how to talk about barcades, and we know how to talk about the dramatics. We know how to talk about stuff that is going to engage a man. Before he leave us, he'd be like, babe, please don't go. Young girl can't do that. Now, she can give you some good sex. She can be pretty, but she's not going to captivate you. And those men will come back to you if you stop hunting them. So when he said, what you doing? It's 11 o'clock at night. In the bed. Can I come by? No. No, I'm sorry. Why? That's how Camilla got the crown, baby. She the queen consort. Okay? She didn't make herself. She could have left her husband straight off. She said, I'm gonna play with him. I'm gonna make him beg me. Oh, I know I got him. When he was interested in her, she could have divorced that man with them little kids and beat it. She played the game with his head. No, I'm not available. Can I see you? I'm not available. I want my children, my husband. You telling me I'm the king? One day I'm gonna be, and you gonna tell me you can't be with me because you with a regular your husband and your children? Absolutely. Let me let me shoot him the voicemail. Oh, it's like that. Let me tell you something. You have to remember, anything you hold tight, you're gonna suffocate it. Let it go. Just open up. Baby, it'll run to you. It'll beg. But see, y'all trying to compete with them young girls. Yeah, honey, because I got this position. And girl, listen, doing all of that out here compromising your beliefs, having twosomes and threesomes. I mean, having threesomes and whatever, because a man want to do that. No, baby, I want you and somebody else. That would make me happy. Well, if me and you and another woman gonna make you happy, you gonna be sad. And you're gonna be sad because the fact that you brought it to me, I'm not gonna be dealing with you no more. Because I don't play like that. Okay, bottom line. You gotta make a man respect you. And the way you do that is not to be available to him. But if y'all blowing up, girl, let me see your phone. My boo ain't answer my phone. You using your friend phone to call your man to see if he gonna answer. Come on, don't do that. You playing yourself, and then he answered. Mm. Oh, but you can answer this phone, but you can't. You know how silly you look. You a grown ass woman using your girlfriend's phone to call your man. If he don't answer for you, he don't want to be bothered with you. So you gonna call from somebody else's phone so that you can talk. What is that proving? It's proving that you're silly. Because baby, if you don't want me, guess what? One man's trash is another man's treasure. And you better believe that. Why? Because you got the head, but you got to get your head right. You so afraid. See, Camilla could have said, he gonna leave me. He gonna find somebody. She's I ain't worried. Charles, he ain't going no damn way. Charles ain't going on. What you doing? I'm great. We going taking me and my family going to vacation. I will not be available. He could go somewhere. I can't go nowhere with my family. I see you when I get back. Soon as she get back, you have a nice trip. Yeah, it was good. She all up in his head. All up in his head. Why? Because she ain't chasing. She went and had her children, got her marriage. That man begged her. He said, I'm about to dump Diana. I will marry you immediately. And guess what? That's what happened. But see, when y'all start doing them two and threesomes and standing on your head and doing drugs and drinking and doing all of this and stop going to church, the temple, the mosque, guess what? Men don't appreciate that. It's a joke. You have compromised what you believe. You stop going to church so you can lay up with a man. You think it's fun at first, but it's like, damn, if you put God in the back seat for me, you ain't worth nothing no way. As my uncle used to say, if a woman don't cost a man something, she ain't worth nothing. I don't want him to pay for me nothing. I'd be damned if being a man going anywhere and I pay half for anything. You're gonna take that bill and you're gonna handle it because you're a man and that's your job. That's not gonna happen. You gotta start letting men be men. Now let me say this to you. LOL bounce. I buy my own chocolate and rose gold diamonds. But let me say this to you. I buy for me. But if you're gonna be in my world, you're gonna have to step up and treat me like I treat myself, and I love me. I don't disrespect me. I don't curse me out. I don't beat me up. You're not gonna come in my world. and disrupt stuff. Cause what my baby say? Where my baby at? Portia Kendall. She said, cause hey, I buy my own chocolate and rose gold diamonds. Baby, I don't need you to do it. But you're not gonna disrupt nothing. And if you start treating men like that, baby, they gonna run to you. They ain't gonna run from you. Cause they gonna chase you. Cause guess what? You that wild game that they want. And let me tell you something. Their situation, Camilla and Charles, is an example, okay, of what a woman can do if she use her mind. She wasn't using her in between her. She used her mind. That man loved her. Why? Because she set boundaries and she made him wait for her. She said, I wanted you. Now you gonna wait for me. According to what people say, he begged her for 10 years straight. Please, please. She said, no, stop calling me. Let me put you on block for a little bit. Almost drove him crazy. Why? Because she became the hunter and he became the prey. And ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. But y'all afraid to do that. He gonna run from me. No, he ain't. He come up missing for a month or two. But guess what? I'm gonna put you on some more game. He might not come back, but you will be the standard that he gauges every woman. Well, don't put you don't put salt on your chicken before you fry it, cause Portia did. That's how Portia always cooked chicken, and I love Portia chicken, cause she put the salt on the meat before she put the flour. You become the standard that he trains other women how to treat him, because you handled your business. And when he see you out, like Portia with her rose gold, what she say, rose colored diamonds, he can't even look you in your face. Cause he like, damn, you did that. And some, sir. And some. And some. He can't even look you in your face. Cause he wanna be with you so bad. But when a man break you down, you repulse him. He's sickening. He tell his woman, Portia call you again? Damn. She need to sit down. She need to grow the hell up. You crying. Oh, come back. Why? Don't do that. You calling his mama. You calling his brother. You calling his sister. And they laughing at you. Laughing at you. Not laughing with you. Laughing at you. And Portia said, chocolate diamonds from Macy's, NYC. Girl, you a boss. Get up. I love you. I love you, young queen. I love you, young queen. You got to walk like that. You got to walk with a crown on your head. See, Camilla had a crown on her head before she got one. Because she said, you're not going to treat me no kind of way. And I am a queen in my own right. So I'm wearing my crown before I even get my king. Because that's how I roll. And that's what I do. When you start believing that, I ain't saying that you got to dog no man and put him down and be talking nasty to him and disrespectful. Don't ever do that. Hold your own and say, this is the standard. You want to know how to get me? Treat me better than I do myself. You got you a good woman. But if you can't treat me better than I do myself, I don't need to be with you. You a liability. I need somebody to do for me what I can't do for myself. I need somebody that in the morning, when they see, before they go to bed at night, they say, uh-oh, it's going to be snow. I better make sure my boots at the door so that I can shovel the snow. Uh-oh, I better make sure that I get up before Vonda so I can put gas in her car and have her car clean. Uh-oh, I better make sure there is some groceries in this house. Uh-oh, if you're going to be in my world, you got to step up. And if you don't, you a liability to me. And you got to keep going. Because I don't have no time to raise a man. I done raised 2 children. And I'm not raising a man. I'm not doing that. The bill demand tools. I've been gave them away. I'm not building no man. If you don't come pre-assembled, you keep moving. I don't need a man that's insecure. I'm not catering to no man. Baby, let me tell you something. We're going to do this thing together. That's what we're going to do. All right? Now, one thing, what did I say? What did I say, y'all? I want to see if y'all was listening. Did I say he had to make more money than me? No. Did I say he had to have more degrees than me? No. But he got to treat me better than I treat myself. And that is, he has to say, what can I do today to make Bonda's world better? That's what he needs to think about every day. I did not mention that he got to make more money. I didn't mention that he got to have a big walla walla. I didn't mention that. I didn't say he had to have no fine, pretty face. I didn't say he could have no big stomach or bald head. I didn't say none of that. But you're going to make me feel like, damn, I done hit the lottery. Because, see, it's not in the things, the money. It's in the fact that you thought enough to do it. You thought enough that while I'm sleeping, you was looking at the Weather Channel to know that I'm going to need my snow shovel. And so that when I wake up in the morning, I get ready to go to work, it's clean as a whistle out there. That show me you earning me, baby. That's what I'm talking about. When you out and I'm out, we both gonna bring milk back in. Because you thinking we ain't got milk and I'm thinking it. We gonna work together. But if I gotta run after you, chase you, call you, you shooting me the voicemail, you coming up missing, I don't have time for that. Because you're a liability. So the standard in my life is, can you treat Bonda better than Bonda treat her? And if you can't, watch me on these lives, like my posts, and watch my reels. Because you can't handle me. Point blank, that's it. And I ain't mad about it. And I hope that this train you to be a better man for another woman, but you can't be with me. Because I need a man that's pre-assembled. And I need a man that's always thinking about how to make my burden easier. And if a man ain't thinking like that for you, and all he thinking about is how to be a burden, then he can hit it. I need a man that's gonna say, how can I lessen the burden? Because that's a hell of a woman I got. And ain't because they ain't got no one doing no judge, no degrees. It has to do with the fact that she's resilient. She's a God-fearing woman. And she take good care of herself. And I want to be an addition to her world. I don't want to be a distraction. I don't want to be a liability. And if I feel that way, Portia, you should feel that way. Teresa, you need to feel that way. Sister Tracy Muhammad, you ain't woman on here should say, baby, I am the standard. If you can't make my life easier, then you ain't gonna make my life worse. You're not gonna come in when you want to. You ain't gonna come up missing. Like I told, like I'll tell a man in a minute. I don't care where you are. Because I don't call no man like that. But if I call, you better answer. I don't play that. Now, if you sleep, that's okay. But you ain't sleeping in the middle of no damn day. If you in a meeting, I'm in a meeting. But you respond to me. Certain things I'm going to demand. Ain't nobody that damn busy. I ain't saying that you got to meet it. I'm saying to you, but if I call you at 1 o'clock, don't be calling me back at no 7, 8 o'clock night. Tell me some girl, I missed your call. You keep that moving. But there's some things that are called deal breakers that you have to live up to. If you see in my house, it ain't no food because I've been ripping and running, you go and put some food in there. Say, baby, look, you've been working your butt off. I threw some steaks on here. We're going to have some food. We're going to chill tonight. Think about what I'm not doing for myself and make sure that it's done. Bonda, you're not eating good. What you mean? All you have in your house is chips. All right. I look up, you bring groceries in. Why? Because you saying, how can I ease that burden on her? But if you're gonna be there to commit to be a burden, you go ahead and call Shelly, Tracy, Kimberly, Veronica, all them. But don't call me, because I don't have time for it. And that's the same thing with a man. If all you're going to do is be a burden and be begging for money, begging for help, every time he turn around, your car breaking down, every time he turn around, you short on rent, every time he turn around, your mama furnace went out. Don't nobody got time for that. It's just that simple. You got to go, baby. You a liability, because you're not treating me better than I'm treating myself. Don't no man want to feel like he an ATM card. I pull it out when I need it. Okay? You too much. I'll see you later. That's where we have to be. And once you have demonstrated to a man who you are and what you want to accept, many men won't run to you. You know why? You too much woman for them. Point blank. Be point blank. What is it that you want? I want a man to treat me better than I do myself. Wow. You got a car, you got a house, you got good credit. We done all been there, baby. Broke down, car busted. And some of you might be there, sister, you coming out. It's just a cycle. It's just a cycle. Baby, I done been through some baby, let me tell you something. If it wasn't for them noodles, noodles saved me, baby. Okay, noodles. Okay, Raymond's. Okay? So we all, it ain't nothing but a season. You're gonna come through that. But in the meantime, you stop accepting what you don't deserve. Well, I ain't got no whole bunch, but guess what? You don't beat you up, do you? You don't call you out your name. You make sure that you pay for your hair to get cut. You pay for your nails to get done. You buy grocery for you. You keep your lights on. You pay your gas. Then you got to be better than me than I am to myself. And if you can't do that, then you need to keep it moving. That's just it. And when you do that, baby, let me tell you something. You will mess around and catch you a whale, honey, with that bait. Why? Because a man looks at you as a trophy. Okay? All right? Portia said, Regina Muhammad said, point blank, treat me better than I treat myself. I treat myself very good. Think about it. What do you look like? You get your nails done. You get your hair done. You put gas in your car. How you gonna be dealing with somebody who now you can't put gas in your car, can't fill it up every week? You stop doing your nails because you got to help him. You stop getting your hair done because you trying to buy groceries for 2 households. That person is a liability. Stop cooking for these men. Y'all want some soul food? What restaurant we going to, babe? Let's see. What you got taste for? All right. Let me look up and find a restaurant. Because every time you cook for them, you putting somebody out of business. Oh no, baby, we going to the restaurant. You not laying up on me, cooking. I'm cooking. Well, I'll bring the food. No, we'll go to the restaurant. You want to cook? Okay, I'll come over and you can cook. But I'm not. I've been called from that responsibility, that task. Treat me better than I'm going to treat myself. If I want lamb chops, I go to a restaurant and get them. But I'd be damned if I ain't going to eat lamb chops and start substituting them for chicken wings because I'm trying to feed me and you, your household. I'm not doing that. And once you show a man that you will not accept less than you deserve, he has 2 choices. He can rise to where you are, or he can leave you alone. And that is why many of you are not dating, because men see how good you are as a woman, and they know they cannot run that game on you. So they say, I ain't, I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing to Tracy. Oh, I know I ain't gonna say nothing to no Portia. Just let her be. They say, look, you looking nice. They ain't gonna say nothing more because they intimidated, because they know that you are not taking any bullshit, and that they gotta rise to where you are, and they don't want to do that, and that's okay. You can stay right on there with Keisha and Bashale or whatever. You can stay on with them. That's catering to you and thinking that they blessed because you breathing. That ain't for me in my house. You stay right on where you are, and you know that they like you. You know they like you, but they ain't gonna say nothing to you because they're not mature enough to rise to the level of occasion of where you are. It ain't got nothing to do with fine dining, buying diamond rings. They don't want to commit, and they don't want to be able to be mature. And they know that you will not accept anything less. So many of y'all are single, not because you nasty and mean, because men know they cannot run that bullshit on you. And if a man know he can't run it on you, he gonna step back. Because there's some people that's willing to do it. I'm a fry. What you doing? Frying you some chicken, making you macaroni and cheese, making you uh uh some peach cobbler, baby. I can do all of that, huh? And some from scratch. But I've been delivered from that, and I'm not doing that. But can I? Absolutely. But I'm not doing that, and I'm not letting a man run over me because you got that. That don't rule my world. Sex does not rule my world. I refuse to allow a man to mistreat me because he has a different sex part than I do. I refuse to do that. That's unacceptable. If you are going to be in my world, you are going to be responsible, caring, and you're going to be ready for commitment. And if you're not, then like my picture, read my post, and watch my reel. And watch some of this sometime. And that's it. You can't do nothing else for me. Because I'm not going to allow a man to be a liability to me. I can't build up a man no more. I just can't do it. I can encourage you. We can be friends and we can talk on the phone, but you can't be my man. And so that's why many of you women say, why can't I get a man? I talk too much. I'm too brazen. No, you're not. They know that if they're going to be with you, you like that lion. They don't want to pay $50,000 to go hunt you. They'll stay here and hunt a deer and buy them a $100 hunting license. See, they can stay here and go up north for $200. They can shoot all the deer they want. But if they want that big game, they got to pay $50,000, and they just ain't ready to do all that. Okay? Some women say Camilla's a side chick, and side chick is winning. Not true. She's not a placeholder. She was not even waiting for him. But listen, in his mind, he won. Now let me tell you something. I ain't saying nothing about nobody. But one thing I seen in life, you can't outsmart or outwit karma. You can't do that. We shall see. I hope them the best. I hope it work out. But sometimes you gotta be careful how you get certain things. Because right when you think you done got something you won, baby, that's when you start losing like hell. And you like, damn, what you thought was a blessing was a curse. Because you got it by any means necessary. I'm down and dirty. Hey, I don't care what I got to do to get my man. And then when you get him, you like, oh, hell no. Because then real life start coming in here. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful about that. Because see, a man don't respect that. That was just like when Simon was going through that little breakup and his wife was cheating on him. He put that big $1 million ring on Portia's finger. Why we ain't got married yet? But he running around, y'all living with each other. Baby, I don't do that. We live together when we're married. And if you can't marry me, then you need to stay where you stand, boo. But we still can go out. But we can't do that. Because I'm raising a bar. What Marjorie tells Steve, you ain't ready for me yet. And she broke. But she telling him, you ain't got what I need. And when you go get it, you come back. And if I'm available, we'll see. He went and got it, didn't he? Went and got it and adopted her children. They've been happy ever since. And what he say? I don't have women friends because I can't lose Marjorie. Because she is the queen. You gonna tell a man that's making $4-5 million worth that you ain't got enough for me? You do. You come back when you mature enough. You're not ready. He said he couldn't. He said he laughed. He said, but he couldn't stop thinking about her. And she became the standard of why he was going, getting all them shows, doing everything. And he came back and said, I'm ready. And they've been together ever since. Why? She did not lower her standard. Marjorie Harvey is a beautiful woman, but she did not lower her standard. She did not run after him. Oh, you got a millionaire? Oh, see if I. She didn't do all that. Oh, married for 40 plus years to a lying, cheating narcissist. Ran off 4 years ago, and I am happy to be myself. I hear you, Cheryl, but here's the situation. My baby, Cheryl, she felt like this. I'm a godly woman. I'm going to see this on through. I'm going to go ahead and bury him, and he going to bury me. And it got to be too good to him. And I bet you this, Cheryl, and she going to tell me yes. I bet you he missed you and want to come back. But as Madam C.J. Walker, what she say? Well, you never go back to what broke you. I don't care how good it is. You never go back to what broke you. And if it broke you, you can't go back to it. You got to build yourself. I love you, but I can't go back. And that's just how it is, because there's a potential to break you again. And right now, a lot of us are still fragile. We still fragile. You ever boil an egg? If you take that egg and you crack the yolk, all of the yolk will come out. But if you boil it, it starts getting a little harder. But if you don't boil it long enough and you prick the inside, the yolk will run out. But if you take your time and you boil it, it's going to get hard. And we are in the process of healing. We're not all there yet. Some of us are worse off than others, but we're all a process. And whether you start healing at 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, thank God you're doing it, because life is better. Now, here's the situation. Here, Cheryl said she was married for 40 plus years. He ran off 4 years ago, and I'm happy to be by myself. If that ain't a testimony, you tell me. I salute you, sister. You understand that? We're healing. I got to say, Cheryl at least got to be 60. Whether you start at 61, 71, 8, I don't give a damn. It's time to start healing. It's time to stop letting people use you as no doormat in the name of Jesus, in the name of Allah. Allah did not create you, nor did Jesus create you for a man to dog you. He didn't create you for a man to cheat on you, to lie on you, to beat you. He did not do that. Okay? He did not do that. Okay? He did not. And so my point being to you, it's time for us to heal. Heal from all of that. Stop being all mad at somebody. Well, she said he gone 40 years. She ain't mad. Bye. Because you wasn't nothing in and you ain't nothing now. Goodbye. I ain't mad about it. Just go. We got to heal. Because as long as we angry at somebody for... Oh, I got to say this. I got a question for you ladies. I'm going to leave y'all with this. How do you get mad at somebody that allowed you to do what you did? How do you do that? You can't get mad at me. Or a man, you can't get mad at him for staying out all night because you let him. You cannot be mad at a man who took your money because you let him. You cannot be mad at a man who beat you because you let him. You cannot be mad at a man that called you out your name because you let him. You can't be mad at people that you allowed to do something negative to you. You cannot be mad at them. You got to be mad at yourself. You got to say, let me check me. Fonda, what in the hell made you let that man in your house at 1 o'clock in the morning because he said he was out here drinking with his friends? And then he get up and then the next day after he done laid with you, he go be with somebody else. What were you thinking? What were you thinking, Bonda? Check yourself. For you let somebody wreck you. Check yourself. Ask, is this behavior an asset to my life? Letting him come in here just having sex with me and running out. Is this an asset to my life that he's not available when I need him? Is it an asset in my life that I know that you are my husband, but you out here cheating on me and I'm about to go crazy? Check yourself. I ain't mad at nobody for dogging me because I love them. Ain't nobody done nothing to me that I didn't allow. Nothing. I allowed it because I thought it was going to get better. Hey, Lance, some people think a piece of something is better than nothing, so they settle. Say it, baby. This young boy got it. Stop settling for something. You understand what I'm saying? Here your problem. You ready? Listen. Y'all settling for a nut when you can have the whole box. Oh, I'm settling for this. The little piece of crumb. Baby, but that's all for you. God done put that up for you. But until you stop letting people dog you and mistreat you and lie on you and make you feel, and he gonna get better one day. My girl, it took 40 years and he still ain't got better. This is your choice. You can have all of this, or you can have a piece of this. What you want? I want it all because I deserve it. Because I'm that good and some. And I'm not gonna settle for nobody. If you give yourself this, why are you settling for this? This what you settling for. But this is what you give yourself. But you accept this. He's so nice. He bought me some chicken wings. He's so nice. He bought me a 40 ounce. He's so nice. He put $10 worth of gas in my car. You stop. Well, I'm old and fat. Like Lance said, more worried about what people gonna say. And I'm gonna hit this and go because Lance, you stop it because you get me geeked up. Y'all so worried. Ooh, this for somebody. This for somebody. Y'all so worried about what people think if you date the garbage man, if you date the man that cut the grass, if you date somebody work at the factory, you more concerned about what people gonna think about you being with him than you allowing somebody who got a degree to mistreat you. You more concerned. What they gonna say? You a lawyer and you dating a garbage man? Oh, you fell from grace. You used to have a husband who was nothing that was a doctor, okay, and now you got the garbage man, okay, and honey, he treating me like gold. But you're more concerned about what people gonna say about you, and you pass over good men every day because you're more concerned about them. You know what I'm talking about. When you go to work every day, you looking good, you smelling good, got your hair on fleek, and then you see the janitor and he say, looking good today. You look right past him. because he beneath me. But you'll let the accountant and and the policeman and the teacher and the lawyer put you on rotation and treat you like nothing because they got a degree. But that man that greets you every morning, the man that work at the janitor and always got something good to say about you and always compliment you on how you look past him. Oh, he don't have enough money. He don't have, because you worried about what people gonna say. But then you accept nothing. You accept some crumbs from somebody that got you on rotation. But a man that will make you his queen, you look past him because of what he do for a living. Wow. And you know I ain't lying. You know I ain't lying. You know I'm not lying. And there's some woman on here tonight that's dealing with that. And you saying, how she speaking to me? Because God is saying it's time to take the scales off your eyes. You've been praying for Boaz and he show up every day when you get to work, Monday through Friday. But you can't see him because you got scales on your eyes. You looking at degrees. You looking at cars. You looking at physiques. You looking at body. You got scales on your eyes. And the minute that you take them scales off the eyes and see that man speaking to you being a queen, so that he can treat you like a queen. When that's your Boaz. Oh, I'm lessening my standards. No, you not. You stepping up to him. Stop looking at that package. Start looking what's inside of it. That's a good man, and you know it's a good man. Always got something good to say to you. Always greet you. Always lifting you up. Always with something going wrong. Always there for you. But you can't get past. Well, he don't have a college education. He don't have a PhD. He don't have a JD. But he love you, and he has the potential to love you and honor you. But you so hell bent on being dogged by somebody who is a bum with a degree that you can't even see your worth. Here that man is want to be a king to you. They think that the janitor ain't good for their image. Lance, stop. Okay? Y'all so concerned about what people think about you that you can't be concerned about what you need. That man will cook for you, clean for you, do everything for you, but you won't give him a chance because people gonna say, she dating a janitor. Ain't she a judge? Ain't she a teacher? Ain't she a doctor? But you accept mistreatment from somebody that don't deserve you. Because you've been programmed to believe that it's better to have than to have a whole package. You program. I'm going to challenge you, ladies. Do me something. This week, ask yourself this. Am I accepting something that I don't deserve? And who is it around me that can provide more to me, but I'm limiting myself because of what they do? Oh, he been a prison. Ain't you a correctional officer? You a police officer. You can't be dating nobody like that. Oh, baby. Everybody is falling. It's a whole, listen, it ain't nobody on this feed and nobody talking that ain't done something that God done seen them do, but man ain't seen them do. And if you seen what you did, you be in trouble just like them. They got caught and you didn't. So stop trying to cast stones at people. And you done stuff yourself that's worse and done got away with it. Done drove home drunk. Girl, I don't even remember how I got home. But you mad at somebody that got stopped and went to jail, but you done it all yourself. Take them scales off your eyes, sis. And when you do, you're going to start to see that Boaz. And you're going to see that this Bo hookup is trash. It's trash. And as Lance said, stop being concerned about what they say and the image that you believe that that person portrays. Stop being so concerned about your image. Well, if I'm a doctor, he got to be a doctor. If I'm a lawyer, he got to be a lawyer. Baby, we grown. No, I'm a queen, and that's my king. But he the garbage man, but he treat me like a queen. Because you know what he says, and what's the standard that we say? Don't let no man treat you no less than what you treat yourself. If you get your nails done, he need to get your nails done. If you pay your rent, stop allowing that. Stop lowering your standard. Because you better than that. You the truth, you the prize, but you got to believe that. And until you believe that, you can say all the right things all night long. But until you apply them, it don't matter. You can watch me to listen, you can watch me to Jesus come back. Amen. Hallelujah, girl. And then you turn around. Ray Ray done called me. I got to get off here because I got to go lay up with Ray Ray. I got to go take me a shower. So Ray Ray. And you keep doing the same thing. You keep coming week after week. You're going to have to take what I'm saying and apply it to your life. And be honest. And if you find fault with anything I say, don't apply it to your life. But if what I'm saying is the truth, I want you to consider it. Change doesn't occur overnight. But if you on here because you want to be better, and you got to start having real conversations with yourself. And it ain't about saying the right thing. It's about implementing it. All right, ladies and gents, thank you. Listen, let me tell you, I love y'all. But Lance, that's my baby. Lance been coming over here. Listen, let me tell you what Lance to do. If I'm on early, Lance be coming on, be like, get ready. You got to be doing single and satisfied tonight. So you need to walk your dog, get your rest. You be ready. Lance, that's my guy. I ain't never met him, but let me tell you something. That's my family. That's my fam. Listen, he will come on at 2 o'clock and I come on 2 and 4. Lance be coming on them, and Tracy Muhammad too. And some of y'all be coming on when I be on 9-10. Be like, single and satisfied. That's all Lance say. Single and satisfied. He like, so whatever you do, you make sure you show up. Now you good Sunday through Saturday, but you show up on Saturday. And I love him for challenging me to be the best that I can, for giving me stuff. Portia, that's my new niece. I love her with them rose-colored rose diamonds from NYC, and getting her own chocolates. But together, we can do this. What Portia say, what Lance say, what Hannah say. If we start really listening and implementing it, we're gonna be some of the baddest queens. Baby, let me tell you something. We're gonna be the whale that they gonna want to date. I love you. Be blessed, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye-bye.